What is up, YouTube fam? How are you guys doing today? I'm going to hop on my phone like always, per usual. I think I have like some cookie. I made the most delicious cookies and I just had to test them out this time and they are so good. So what I put in the recipe this time was I used cassava flour mixed with almond flour and it is so good. So it is totally grain free and it's fabulous. So I may do how I make the cookies on this channel at a later date. But for now, I want to just talk about do a really quick video on how to stand out. So if you guys are hopping on live, please don't be shy. Please say hi. This is something that I've kind of noticed and I've been talking a lot about dating, but I want to talk about other things too, like standing out when you go to job interviews or standing out just in life in general. Like the more we can work on the inner parts of ourselves, the greater life can be across the board. So the more opportunities we'll have, the more friendships we'll have, the more we're going to just have fun with life and feel great. So the first thing is, and then I've noticed this everywhere I go lately. And I don't know if it's like a new thing or new trend or what, but I've noticed that people don't dress up like they used to, especially like on job interviews and dates. Like people tend to dress so casually, like they're going to like a Zoom call meeting, like literally wearing like shorts or like weird things to like dates and to interviews that I'm like, this makes no sense. Like people don't put in the time for fashion anymore like they used to. So either fashion has changed a lot and it's gotten so casual that people are wearing like flip-flops to job interviews or to dates at high-end restaurants. I've seen fuzzy slippers at high-end restaurants where I'm like, what is this? What is going on? Where, most of the time, like when you think about it, when you and your girls are dressing up and you're going out, you'll put on heels, you'll do your hair, you'll do your makeup, and then you'll pick out like a nice outfit, something that looks nice, that's flattering. And I've seen so much like weird combinations or like things that are just so strange that like it just doesn't make sense. So like for instance, we were out at dinner and I noticed there was a girl wearing sweatpants on a date. And I mean, I am married to my husband and we still dress up every time we go out together. Like even if we're going to Universal Studios, we still have a certain degree. Like we're not wearing, I'm not wearing heels to Universal. It's a lot of walking, but we still dress up. We still look presentable. You never know when you're going to take pictures. You never know when you're going to do something that, requires, maybe you're going to go out to eat afterwards, that requires you to be somewhat dressed up. Even if other people aren't dressed up, you're going to stand out. And especially nowadays where like so many people do not dress up, you're going to stand out so much and leave such a good impression when you get your style down. Like think about Selling Sunset. Christine Quinn is such an icon because of her fashion, because of how she carries herself, because of her confidence. And that's the next thing, is having confidence, like being yourself and having confidence in that. So not trying to be like other people, not trying to impress other people. It's doing what you're doing for you and always being the next best level of you. What is that next best level of you? How does that next best level of you act? How does that next best level of you function? Like who is that next best level of you? And then coming from that level. And I apologize if you guys can hear things in the background. We have cleaning crew here cleaning the house. So I told them not to clean the office today. I had back-to-back stuff. So after this, I actually have a really exciting thing that's going to be happening that I'll tell you about. Hopefully, if things go well during this last interview, I'll tell you guys about it. It has to do with TV. So just be on the lookout for that. So hoping that goes through. It should be fun if it does. So anyways, back to this, like being confident, being you, but being the best version of that. So being the most enhanced, up-to-date version of that. It's like if you bought an iPhone and you just let the iPhone go and you didn't update the software, eventually it would be outdated. Things would not run properly or at all, and it just would not work. And the same is with us. When we don't upgrade ourselves, we tend to not advance in life. So if you want a life that's full of fun and adventure and next levels and promotions and finding the right person and all these things, it's working on ourselves first. First we work on us and then we attract the things. The next thing is having fun and not being so stressed out all the time. I noticed that so many people can go through life like with the animalistic mind where we're always looking for problems. We're always looking for a problem to solve. We're always looking for something to go wrong so that we can fix it. And a lot of times we do not need to even be stressed out, but we choose to be stressed out in that situation. And then we miss the opportunity to solve that problem or to work with that scenario and make it better because we're so focused on the fear or on the stress that it's like we're almost robbing ourselves of the experience or of the future benefit of making it work. So have fun. Don't take life too seriously. Like you will always eventually figure stuff out if you are determined to. So have fun with life. You can always spot, like when you're in a crowd, you can always see the person who's having the most fun. They're being themselves, they're confident, and they're having just a blast. And that's always the most magnetic person. That's always the person that everyone's so drawn to. And you can see this when you go to like concerts or things like that, where you see the girl who's just dancing and having fun and like no cares given. And it's always the most magnetic energy in the room because it's fun. You feel excited to be in that presence. It's enlivening. And then the next thing is know your stuff. So if you're going like on a job interview or into a meeting, or if you were just getting started in a profession like being a makeup artist, a hairstylist, a real estate agent, anything that requires dealing with other people, which is a lot of professions, I always recommend doing your homework on that thing. So like even for instance, my husband is a doctor and he's always reading journals. He's always studying up on future surgeries that he has scheduled because it's important for him to be super knowledgeable going into that thing so he can be super confident and get the good outcome for the patient. So what this looks like, for instance, with real estate is me knowing my contracts and me knowing the CMA when I go to meet with someone who is going to sell their house and I want to be the listing agent. I need to know their neighborhood. I need to know their house. I need to know all these things before I go there. And so if I don't do the pre-work, if I don't do the pre-stuff, I'm not going to be confident and I'm not going to get that listing. Same goes for like being a hairstylist. If you want next caliber clients, you have to stay up to date on the trends, study what's new. Is there a better way to do this? Is there a better product to deliver your clients that next level experience? If you're going into a job interview, knowing the company, knowing the names of the people in the company, knowing who you're interviewing with, knowing all these things allows you to have that cutting edge, next level presence that stands out. And I promise you, not many people are doing this. So if you do this and you go into an interview and you're looking for a job, I know that the job market right now, a lot of people are looking for new jobs. They got laid off due to the pandemic. And so they're looking for a new career. Maybe they're starting off in a new field and they're not as confident going into it, or maybe they have to do the interview process and a lot of people hate interviews. This is one thing that will literally make you stand out against all the other candidates, is knowing your stuff when it comes to the company and being able to demonstrate that and communicate that is a huge thing. So if you combined all those together, so if you did the whole dressing up and dressing appropriate for the occasion and really putting a spin on your own style and having a style that, you know, speaks about who you are, style is wearable art. So if you are able to convey who it is you are through your outfits, you're going to feel really good. It's going to boost your confidence naturally. So the next thing is having confidence. Having confidence comes from knowing things. It comes from experience. It can come from feeling really good about how you are. Like today, my hair's a little greasy from trying on wigs. I don't feel very confident about it. So I'm not feeling really good around my hair today. And I normally have on jewelry and everything like that, but it's been a crazy morning. So I'm not as confident today as I normally typically would be if I had taken the time to get ready even more so than what I did. I'm still fine with how I am because I'm coming on here, I'm talking to you guys, but that's just something that helps to level it up and helps you to stand out even more. And then having fun and knowing your stuff. So if you can combine all those things, I promise you, you're going to stand out so much more on your next date, interview, meeting, whatever it may be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little short clip. I am going to be heading into my next interview. I'm so excited. And if you have any future topics you'd like to talk about and chat about, leave them in the comments. I'm so curious to know from you guys what you like to talk about, what has helped you the most in these videos. And I still have 2 days left of my masterclass, which is going to be rolling into next week. So much love, and I will see you guys later. Have a great Thursday or whatever day you are watching this. Make it a great week, and I'll see you later.